Well, Dad and Mason got the tractor unloaded. It's the 5th of July. We're doing good. Dad just left to get the pump and the turbo. I don't know, we gotta put the hood, that's all we gotta do is put the pump and the turbo and hook up all the lines for it. You'll have to ask him what they did, because I don't really know. I think they got the computer working better, or hopefully working, so we know what's going on again, but you have to ask Greggie when he gets back.
Update. Last winter we must have, when we wrecked the turbo in Louisville, we had this all apart on the one video you've seen. We put degreaser in there, pressure washed it, blew it all out, had it all blown out. But I have a picture of a BB that went through the motor. If I can find Robbie's text here, I'll show you a picture of it, but it dinged up a couple pistons. We don't have to, it didn't hurt them, but we're using them again, and we just had everything checked, but it did go through the turbo and dinged a vent in the turbo, or one of the fins in the turbo. I don't know if your video will show this picture. You can see the little pinhole where the BB hit the top of this piston. Mm-hmm. And it's all fine, nothing there, but we also had an injection pump problem. I was having a hard time controlling it at the end of the run, getting it to do what I wanted it to. Well, we found out, and some other tractors had the same issue. The VP fuel is hard on O-rings, and we know that, because our dump valves, we're always fixing O-rings and that every year. The VP swells them up, makes them all mushy. Well, it did the same thing inside the injection pump, we're finding out. And that was the problem. And they Weimers fixed it all. I don't know what they're gonna charge me, but I'm assuming nothing, but that never happens. So we'll see what happened. And that's part of what we're having problems with. So we're putting it all back together and should be good.
We'll put your turbo and pump back on and. Yep.
But we also our rings weren't seating. Robbie does our motors, and he put new rings in it when it was here too. The rings were too hard, they wouldn't seat. And we had a lot of blow by and trying to figure that out, and that's why the oil was coming out and it pushed the valve cover gasket out. Even at an idle, it wasn't puffing, so we knew it wasn't a burnt piston, but it was just blowing like an air compressor, even at idle. So imagine what it's doing here going down the track. And it blew the O-rings out of the valve cover, sprayed oil everywhere, both runs, and just took us a while to figure out what was causing it. And we started talking with Robbie, and he said, yeah, that's probably what it is. He changed it. He changed everybody else's back to these other rings too. So, and I know he didn't charge me for that, so that was great. That's why I do business with him.
So we'll see how it goes tomorrow down the track.
We'll see.
Are you going to make it down the track tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay.
It all depends on if you can lift the turbo on.
I got big guns.
Big guns, yep. We'll get you a step stool. Yep, but yeah, so hopefully Mason gets back here to help with that. He's the best one at that. But I can get it under by myself, but I don't like to. It's a big, heavy thing, and I'm always worried about dropping it or scratching it across the top of the motor or something. I don't like doing it myself, but I have done it. But they're all in recovery from the 4th of July celebrations.
I was going to say, Mason's currently sleeping on the couch last I saw him, so not here.
At the house?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to get him up, but we have to leave at noon tomorrow, and I do need help getting the hood on and everything, so we're 2 hours from having it done, wrapped up here.
Perfect.
By myself. If I have help, it's an hour. So, but it'll be 2 hours. So.
7 days, we are going to Edgerton for the Tobacco Town Showdown. Both tractors are all ready to rip, right? Ready for a fun, busy day of pulling, busy week ahead of pulling, and actually in the next like 3 weeks we have 12 pulls? Something like that, maybe even more. So we've got a lot of pulling action that will be coming your way in the next several weeks.
It's like 3 pulls a week for the next 3 weeks. So
Yeah.
That's 9.
That's 9. Okay. Anyway, it's a lot of pulls. Still a lot happening, a lot coming up. So if you have been waiting for some tractor pulling action from us, this upcoming next 2 weeks will be the weeks for you guys, because we have got a lot going on. So
Let's hope they just stay together, because we also have a lot of work to do. We
yeah,
still got to finish spraying the beans and then make hay. And
we're almost on the second crop, so then but in a week or
So-
2 we'll start third crop.
Yeah, it's pretty good timing between crops for the pulls, but we still got spraying to do and get all the equipment ready for third crop. And then we're going to go into fungicide. We got to spray the rest of the second pass on the beans, and then we got to do fungicide on corn.
We got to harvest wheat.
Harvest the wheat, that's about ready, which that's only a day or 2. That's really not that big of a deal.
But
then
it's
we gotta,
still something.
Then we got to make all the straw, haul all the bales home, till up, have them all manure on the fields, till them up, and then we got to seed them down. We seed down fields after, we seed down alfalfa after wheat. So, yeah,
So
enough work.
a lot of action will be coming your way, is basically what we're trying to say.
Yep.
But let's head to the Tobacco Town Showdown. Let's go pulling. Well, boys, Mason, what's your plan for the day?
Try not to die.
Try not to die of heat stroke or whatever it is.
You're gonna hammer down, full throttle to the end, not suck,
Yet to be determined.
make me proud.
We'll find out.
Okay, good luck, don't suck.
That have helped out, and also all your fans for coming out here this afternoon, enjoying the afternoon with us.
Sled really far to the left, so we'll see how that goes. Like really far to the left.
The Helsing boy has been working on this tractor hard. Avery and Mason, the power plant and rear end stuff, and really been working at it. We had it over to Craig Wildman's. Craig did some new tin work stuff to it, changed it, got the hood to tilt the opposite way. So got her dialed up pretty good. Just got to finish the DuPont overhaul on it one of these days. Looking good though. So Mason Nelson doing the driving. Waited just a little bit before he got after it. I think he could have probably got right with it. That tractor hooked up and set in. 312.39. 312.39. Puts him in second. 312.36 is John Meyer. 312.39 is Mason. So we're...
Okay, Greggie is next. He was supposed to be the last hook, but he's actually now the second to last hook.
Still see the side panel off over there, so trying their best to get that one put back together.
Pulling it to the left again here It's been pulling every hook so far from the left to the middle, so we'll see. If he can stay to the left the entire time, the track at the end is good, so he should be able to go far, but we shall see.
Maserati blue is the color of this. I actually think it was a special edition New Holland tractor that they painted this color.
Avery's up there giving some final pointers.
T.8 Tomcat.
Yeehaw! That was a good hook.
$319.78 new leader, Greg Elsing.
Another not sucking.
The T.8 Tomcat. Bumping up the leader flag by 3 foot. 1 more to go. The foolish pleasure of the Brinkmeyers. Well, he's got the helmet off. Let's give a round of applause. Good job. What a run. She was hooked up on that left side, and it was actually still drifting left. And they had the tire turned just a touch, and it come down, and it swung him over towards the center. But what a run. Give him a hand one more time. Nice pass.
Let me see the cigar. Yeah, you need it. That's totally you. When you win, you get to smoke a cigar.
Okay, we got good old Greggie Elsing, the man, the myth, the legend.
No, we didn't.
Tell us about your little run.
Little run. What an amazing woman. What are you talking about? Finally, go from last place last time, first this time. Well, we were able to keep it. We were able to keep it on the left side. Avery overloaded the right side of the tractor, and
It was all me.
it was all me, Avery. Yep.
So Mason finally, his genetics finally came through. It took a long time, but now he's finally actually participating in the family.
Life coach. This is our life coach.
This is John Link, our life coach. He's from Rupert.
No, he's my life coach.
I coached him way back when, 40 years ago.
Alright, we're getting off on a tangent here.
Now we have to talk about Mason.
Oh, Mason.
I have a theory. Okay, here's my theory about Mason.
Here's her theory.
So you guys put it as far to the left as possible, right? And then you made a track for everybody else. Everyone else after you kept going further and further. So you set it up for everyone else. Is that a correct theory?
I think you're right.
What do
I
you
was
mean,
late
oh
in
my-
class. So I was last.
I set it up for him too.
Yeah. Okay, so
That is true. Everybody went down the same path we did after we moved it.
I was right.
If one person would have went on the right side of the track today, I would have went on the left. Maybe two.
He would have lost it.
You would have thought. You don't know that.
But here's the Greg Elsing,
Right.
the bloody winner of today.
And Spill Wrangler.
Why your local school?
We didn't need it.
Okay, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.
Hi. One time son.